I grew up in a Muslim family. I'm a Fulani, and the Fulani believe that Islam is part of them, is what they belong to. So I grew up with that idea, and well, I was also proud of being Muslim. And as I was growing, I learned that the Fulani, my tribe, contributed very hugely in spreading Islam in West Africa. And for me, this was a legacy that I should continue. So I got involved in not only trying to help my non-Muslim friend understand Islam, but my dream was to see the continent of Africa become an Islamic country. So this is the context in which I grew up. Until 1987, when Jesus spoke to me during the month of Ramadan. One morning I woke up to eat and then fast during the day. I was in the living room trying to find out the matches and, light the gas and warm the food and eat. And then suddenly I heard a voice. And first of all, the voice that I was hearing was saying that everything I was doing as a Muslim had no value before God. And then, yes, the voice changed, and what I was hearing was, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. And when I started thinking about these words, I realized that when I was in high school, I was in a boarding school, and my roommate, who is a Christian, one day he opened his Bible and asked me to read. This was about 6-7 years earlier. And this was what he asked me to read. And then I realized that, oh, these words are coming from the Bible. And I say, oh, no way, this is Christian, this is not for me. But I tried to, kind of fight that voice. And even for a moment, I thought that, because I was alone in the living room, for a moment I thought that there were people outside, someone outside talking. So I went, opened the window, looked around, and there was no one. So I was kind of fighting that voice, and it was becoming stronger and stronger. And then it came a moment where I said, okay, I accept. And when I said that, the voice stopped. And I stood there for a few seconds to see what else will come, but no more voice. I was just being filled with joy, and well, it was bizarre because I was alone, no one, nothing happened. Well, for me, nothing was happening, and being filled with joy, started wondering, okay, what is happening? Am I becoming crazy? I was there in the living room for maybe a few minutes, and then went back in my bedroom, lie down and just asking myself, okay, what is that? What will happen next? And I slept, and I remember that day I went late to school, so I missed my first class. 2 or 3 days later, I went back to meet this man who was a Muslim and became Christian, and then explained to him what happened. And then he, took his Bible, explained to me the fall, why Jesus came, why he died, and my need to follow him if I want to be with God when I die. So this is how Jesus revealed himself to me, and this is how I gave my life to him.